So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige them.
So it's away we go then. Fernandes. Fofana. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes stood his ground strongly. That's tidy. Casemiro. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Can he finish? A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Fernandes. Fofana. Cucurella. And here's Bruno Fernandes. And it's Ugarte. Casemiro. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, good spread. Casemiro. And here's Bruno Fernandes. There's the shot! Whistle's gone, that's foul.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. He's gone for the shot! Real chance! It's a loose ball. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. And they've got a throw. Shaw. Brings out once more. And it's Shaw. And it's played into the middle. And it's kept out by a stubborn defence. He is just caressing the ball. Ugarte. That's a nicely weighted pass. Maguire. Shaw. Ugarte. Chance, surely! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
Casemiro. That's really well manoeuvred. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Caicedo. Fofana. Fernandes. Cucurella. Pedro Netto. Cucurella. Fofana. Aim forwards. Out of play for a throw. Bruno Fernandes looks to the other side. Ugarte. Casemiro. Played out wide. And it's Ugarte. Looking for a decent ball in. Here's the header! Couldn't quite control it.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Casemiro. Bruno Fernandes. Matheus Cunha. And here's Bruno Fernandes. And the shot! And he's done it!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Bruno Fernandes at his razor-sharp best there.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Fernandes played over towards the opposite flank. Cucurella. Pedro Netto. Great chance! Now it's Palmer. Ugarte. Shaw. Matheus Cunha. Casemiro succumbs to the pressure. Pedro Netto. Cucurella. Pedro Netto. Cucurella. Pedro Netto. It's gone out for a throw-in. And it's Cucurella. Caicedo. Palmer. Caicedo. Muscular approach does pay off here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Pedro Netto. Pedro Netto. Cucurella. Pedro Netto. Fernandes. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. De Ligt can get it clear. Fofana. Fernandes. Caicedo. Fernandes. And it's James. And here's Palmer. Cucurella. And here's Netto. Showing good feet. Maguire tries to clear. No way through, so back it comes. Oh, it's come loose. Matheus Cunha. Shaw. Ugarte. Nasraoui. Bruno Fernandes. Ugarte. And he's heaved it away and reclaimed it in a trice. Ugarte. Matheus Cunha. Ugarte. Matheus Cunha. Matheus Cunha. Oh, that's neat. Can he deliver? Ugarte. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Maguire. Played towards the other side. Nasraoui. Casemiro. Nasraoui. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Caicedo. James. Palmer. James. Palmer. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Ugarte. Matheus Cunha. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Matheus Cunha. Palmer. James, and he goes cross-field. Bruno Fernandes, gently done. Matheus Cunha. Bruno Fernandes!
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Moved on forwards. João Pedro. And it's played forward. That's a throw. Played into space out wide. Tries a shot! It's in! Quite exquisite, brilliantly dispatched.
João Pedro really has pulled off a difficult skill which needed expert timing. That was expert timing.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Matthews Cunha.
Ball is over the line.
Palmer. Cucurella forwards and with intent. Proves too strong. Ugarte. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Palmer. James. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Oh, he's found support out wide. And that is out of play. And here's Palmer. And the referee has brought play back and showed him a yellow card. Now it's Pedro. Ugarte shifted upfield. Matthews Cunha. Now it's Matthews Cunha. Goes for the shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Fernandes.
Out to the left it goes.
And it's Cucurella. Good play on the left-hand side here. Oh, played through for the wide man. Oh, and he's asking too much with that. Lisandro Martinez, aim forwards. And it's played forward. Mazraoui chooses to go cross-field. Ugarte. Casemiro. Ugarte. Oh, crack. Oh, shooting chance! James. Maguire makes the interception. He has found the way through. He's had a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
That has been knocked clear. Pedro Netto. Caicedo. Casemiro wins the duel this time. Now it's Matthews Cunha. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Cucurella. Fernandes.
Joao Pedro.
Clipped into space. He's going to be disappointed with that.
Casemiro. That's really well manoeuvred.
Ugarte.
Shaw.
Matheus Cunha. And it's Mazraoui. Mazraoui, now the ball in.
Bruno Fernandes. Cleared without complication. Bruno Fernandes.
Mazraoui.
That's a clever looking ball. Out of play for a goal kick. Caicedo, gently done. Joao Pedro. Pedro Netto.
Caicedo.
Pedro Netto.
And here's Fernandes.
Pedro Netto.
It's anyone's ball now. Here's a shot! Should stop target.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
De Ligt. Casemiro.
Mazraoui.
Casemiro. Moved on forwards.
Ugarte. Matheus Cunha. Mazraoui. Martinez.
Casemiro. 15 minutes till half-time.
And it's Bruno Fernandes.
And the shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Cucurella.
He's on a run down the left wing.
Well read, nice interception. Ugarte.
Shaw.
Matheus Cunha. Mazraoui. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Ugarte. Matheus Cunha. Shaw with the cross. Chalobah clears it away.
Bruno Fernandes.
Fofana getting this one clear. Lisandro Martinez.
Forwards and with intent.
Matheus Cunha. Ugarte.
Takes a shot! Same again, same outcome.
Manchester United really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
That's a throw. And it's Shaw.
Ugarte. Bruno Fernandes.
And the finish! Oh, that is very close.
Ah, that's a great effort. There was very little backup to indicate what was coming.
Fofana, and it goes cross-field. That's the throw. Shaw. Nice control. Plenty waiting in the middle. And he's there to clear it. Casemiro have it back and can go again. Ugarte. Ugarte. Maguire. Pedro Netto. Pedro Netto. Fernandes. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Palmer. Nice touch. Pedro Netto. Lovely feet. Slows for a shot! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
João Pedro. Oh, no question, that's a foul. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Cleared away. Colwell. Caicedo. That's very neat. So who's he picking out? Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Mathias Cunha, charging forward, the ball at his feet. That's really well manoeuvred. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Fofana. Colwell, aim forwards. Palmer. Palmer tries making a foray down the right. Palmer. That's good play. Mathias Cunha. Shaw. Casemiro. Mazraoui. Nice physical challenge. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And he is going into that little black book. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible. Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
And it's Ugarte. Shaw delivers. Manchester United can try it again now. Fofana is there, and he can get that clear. James. It's a promising position.
Oh, sweet feet.
And it's played in here.
Maguire.
Played towards the other side. Mazraoui. Great defending, strong and determined. Caicedo. Lobbed in behind. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Mazraoui played over towards the opposite flank. Matheus Cunha. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Casemiro. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Mazraoui. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Ugarte. Casemiro. Caicedo does really well to win the ball there. Pedro Netto. Caicedo. Fofana. Fernandes. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. James looks to the other side. Cucurella. Time added on will be 2 minutes.
Palmer just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Maguire. Ugarte. And it's Shaw. Matheus Cunha. Casemiro. Muscular approach does pay off here. Shaw going full tilt down the left. And that has been clubbed away and claimed it back swiftly.
Manchester United clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
João Pedro tries to dink it through. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Oh, the ball's come loose here. And he thumps it clear. And it's Cucurella. Caicedo. Pedro Netto. Pedro Netto crosses it in.
Is that the first time we've seen him try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Ugarte. Clearly not happy with that. Fernandes. Fofana. Chalobah gently done. Caicedo. And he goes cross-field. Caicedo. Cucurella. Pedro Netto. He slings it in. Maguire tries to clear. Matheus Cunha. Ugarte. Matheus Cunha. And it's Mazraoui. And he's cut it out. Caicedo. Pedro Netto. James. Chalobah. Bruno Fernandes. He's having a shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
João Pedro clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Mazraoui can get it clear. It's a throw-in. Now it's Pedro Netto. And here's Fernandes. Cucurella puts them all in.
Fernandes really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Shaw is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Played out to the right. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Casemiro. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Plays it across. Colwell is there, and he can get that clear. Cucurella. Fofana. Maguire moved on forwards. Mazraoui. And it's Ugarte. Great defending, strong and determined. João Pedro. Fernandes. Cucurella. Fofana. Fernandes. João Pedro.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. Out towards the flank. That has been cut short. Palmer making good progress on the right-hand side. James has created one goal already. Colwell chooses to go cross-field. Bruno Fernandes. Palmer. Caicedo. Chalobah. Cucurella. Caicedo. João Pedro. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Caicedo. Ugarte wins the duel this time. And the pass is intercepted. Colwell. James. Caicedo. Fernandes. Palmer. Out to the right. James crosses. De Ligt gets rid without sophistication. And it's Caicedo. Fernandes. Ball's played through. In by James. And he's there to clear it. And it's played forward. Matheus Cunha. Shaw. Matheus Cunha. Shaw. Tries a deft little ball. Oh, he couldn't quite make it. Fernandes. Pedro Netto. Cucurella goes on a charge down the left. Bruno Fernandes did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Ugarte. Matheus Cunha. Shaw. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Palmer, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Cucurella. João Pedro. Caicedo. James. Colwell. Fernandes. João Pedro. And here's Netto. Time to deliver. Fernandes. And he's there to get it away. They've played it short. A chance to play it in. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. João Pedro. Bruno Fernandes looking understandably energised after his goal. And it's Mazraoui. Oh, that's nice. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Lisandro Martinez gets over and intercepts. Proves too strong. Shaw. That is lovely. Pedro Netto. Cucurella. Fofana. Fofana forwards and with intent. João Pedro. James. Caicedo. Lovely bit of skill. Fernandes. And here's Netto. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes played out towards the right wing. Chance! And here's Bruno Fernandes. Moved on forwards. Now it's João Pedro. That's surely a foul, free kick. Cunha. That's really well manoeuvred. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, good spread. Mazraoui carries the ball down the right. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's João Pedro. Played into space. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Ugarte. Mazraoui. Ugarte. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Mazraoui. Cucurella. Pedro Netto. Chalobah. Played towards the other side. Palmer. Referee's given a throw. Palmer. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Oh, he's in! Shapes to shoot! Ugarte. Matheus Cunha. Pedro Netto. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Goes down, but nothing given. Caicedo. Noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, it very much looks like this defence has learned from its errors now.
And it's Palmer. Oh, it's come loose. And here's Palmer. James. And that's aimed into the middle. Caicedo. Now it's Pedro. De Ligt does really well to win the ball there.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Knocks it out wide. Deep cross. He can get that clear. It's gone for a throw-in. Matheus Cunha.
And a chance!
And the ball's come loose here. That's Rawi. Casemiro. Now it's Pedro. Pedro Netto. Cucurella. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. De Ligt shifted upfield. Matheus Cunha. Caicedo. Chalobah. Cucurella. Pedro Netto. Fernandes played over towards the opposite flank. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. Can he get onto this? Palmer. Ah, such a clever touch. Played into the middle. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Now it's Palmer. Now this could be a chance. And it's Caicedo.
Decent chance!
And that's a real chance missed.
Pedro Netto fully appreciates that. He could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Ugarte. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. That'll be a throw. Lovely bit of skill. Can he latch on to this? Pedro Netto. Cucurella. Now it's Pedro Netto.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Caicedo. Fernandes. Chalobah. Fofana. And he goes cross-field. Great defending, strong and determined.
Manchester United clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Fofana. Colwell. Palmer. Some good work on the right flank here. Palmer gets a cross in.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And it's Caicedo. Now it's Pedro. Tries to get it clear. Caicedo. And here's Netto. Pedro Netto. Cucurella finds himself offside.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Maguire. Shaw. Herring after the ball here. Matheus Cunha. Casemiro. Mazraoui. Bruno Fernandes. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Fofana can get it clear.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Chalobah. James. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Played towards the other side. De Ligt. Matheus Cunha. Excellent. Matheus Cunha! They'll try to keep this alive. There are a few waiting for it. Here it is, crossed in. And that was very necessary.
Manchester United clearly are pushing forward.
He's not played the ball, that's a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Fernandes. And it's Cucurella.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Takes a shot! And no, he couldn't find the finish. Fernandes. James. Shaw.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Matheus Cunha. So time is nearly up. One final twist, perhaps. Palmer. Just 5 minutes remaining now.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
It'll be a throw-in. Casemiro. Shaw. Casemiro.
They're making life really hard for themselves. The ball needs to be in the mixer, not there.
Out towards the flank.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Chalobah. Fernandes. Fofana, aim forwards. Cucurella. Fernandes. Cucurella. Chalobah. Palmer, now he's off and running. Ugarte. Matheus Cunha. Manchester United don't have many options and time is running out. Fofana is there and he can get that clear. Ugarte. Searching pass he's played there. Ah, he'd have done well to reach that. Caicedo. Colwell, gently done. Oh, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. Pedro Netto. Well timed, excellent interception. Martinez. Ugarte. Matheus Cunha, played down the flank. Shaw with the cross.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Palmer. Caicedo. Colwell shifted upfield. Matheus Cunha. De Ligt. Mazraoui. He's got himself a free kick. De Ligt. And it's Shaw. He's found some space. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Oh, the protests are futile. The decision is made. Late drama.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Manchester United! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
Manchester United take what looks to be a decisive lead.
It looks to be the correct call, Peter, and in the circumstances it really had to be.
Chalobah. Fernandes. Cucurella played over towards the opposite flank. Casemiro. And time is up. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
It can be difficult.